What's up? It's Carcino, the tucked in shirt guy, and the messed up collar guy today. This is what happens when you just throw on something to go to the store. It's early in the morning, and I had to go pick up a gift for Mother's Day. Now, my mother told me don't get her nothing for Mother's Day, and that's good because I go economically and find the cheapest thing I could find. But it's not about that this year. This year, I'm going to find her the gifts that she cannot refuse. Because this is something she's going to want and she's going to go nuts over. I already know it. So, I just got to go pick it up. And I went to one location and they didn't have it. So now I got to come here at this location. But this is not what the video is about. This video is about the fact Manny Pacquiao should have fought Paulie Malingnaggi instead of Timothy Bradley. And I told people this when they first made that fight, and I'm like, this is a dumb idea. Them putting Tim Bradley and Manny Pacquiao back together again, it's not going to be an exciting fight. This is not, the people did not like the first two. They're not going to buy this fight. Nobody believed me. Not even Bob Arum himself. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to say it ain't going to work, but I don't know how you think it's going to hit the numbers you're thinking to hit. Because just alone in pay-per-view marketing, you're going to have to spend some money. Like at least $5-6 million. And that's money going down the drain because Timothy Bradley just has the personality of a rock. You know, it's just, it doesn't come off well. He's not interactive with people on social media too much. He's just in his own world, you know, and that's just Timothy Bradley. No real knock on him. It's just that when the people are not connected to you, and then you turn around and say, okay, now pay $60 to see me fight. It don't work that way now. Not with the way social media works. You can't just be the quiet guy that walks out and makes his money. If the people don't see you fight and they're not vested in you, then, you know, it's not really doing anything. Paulie Malingnaggi is more bankable. He's more bankable because he is everywhere. He's all over the internet. He's on Showtime. He knows the sport. He has bashed Pacquiao and basically been promoting the fight without getting in the ring with him. He has called Pacquiao a steroid user. He has called him out on not taking the test, questioning his victories. He was basically me on the platform. Because that's what I've done for the past, 5-6 years. I was voted the #1 Pacquiao hater in the world. And I was like, I'll take this trophy and take a bow. I thought I was about to get banned in the Philippines. That's how bad it was. I did not care. I knew something was up, something was wrong. And my thing is, that would have sold more than Timothy Bradley. If he fought Paulie Malingnaggi with Paulie's mouth, that promotion would have went through the roof. Are you kidding me? Paulie would have sold that fight. And then y'all sit there and blow that opportunity. He would have fought him for about the same amount of money. So you would have maximized your dollars. I guarantee you, Paulie Malingnaggi would have been a bigger fight with Manny Pacquiao. Now I look like a genius, but before the fight took place, no man, because people want to know who's gonna win for real. It's the rubber match. Nobody cared about that stuff. It's over. The shroud has fallen. No one's going for this 10-time world champion in the 10-weight class. No one's going for that garbage no more. That stuff is over. Okay, we didn't saw the truth. We saw what he looked like when he fought Floyd, and it was just what we thought. He cannot beat him. I told people how he was going to win over a year ago. For years, I said Manny Pacquiao cannot get past a jab. Anybody who jabs will give him a hard time in the ring. Eric Morales dominated him with a jab. Marquez dominated him with a jab, controlled him with a jab. He has problems with fighters who jab. They kept putting him in there with guys who don't jab. And that was the results. You saw it. They put him in with flat-foot fighters that he could easily beat. And I'm not saying Pacquiao isn't a good fighter. He has a heart. He does have that, you know, and going for him. And he came up from where he came from to where he ended up. That was remarkable. But to sit here and say, I don't think he took anything that was not detrimental to the sport, no, I couldn't say that. Whatever he was doing, he definitely stopped doing it. Once too much heat came down, whatever was going on, that thing had to go on ice. And you saw a dramatic change in Manny Pacquiao. He was not as vicious. He wasn't walking through all the shots no more. He was very cautious now, especially after getting knocked out. He wasn't letting the hands go no more. And he's even worse now. So to put him in the ring with Timothy Bradley, no, they could forget that. They could forget that altogether. I mean, we'll put him in the ring with Floyd Mayweather, not Timothy Bradley. We just saw that. But Paulie Malingnaggi will give him problems in the ring because Paulie's going to jab him. And then he's got to try to get past Paulie's jab. And everybody's like, man, he's going to walk through Paulie. But we have to see. Because Paulie's going to turn him. And he's going to use his footwork. He knows Pacquiao's boxing IQ. Pacquiao's going to have to time him. Pacquiao's good at timing and doing things just basically off instinct. He's an instinctive fighter. And he sets traps basically off just pure instinct. Moving his head and baiting you in. Because you can easily set him up for a 1-2 all the time. But then he'll set a trap when you get too comfortable so he can land one shot. He's a one-arm fighter. But he's looking to land that one big left. The right hand, he just throw every now and then. But he really wants to land that big left and get that home so he can start his barrage of punches. Manny Pacquiao is what we thought he was. 6 years ago, 7 years ago, whenever we started it, I told people Manny Pacquiao is what we thought he was. He's a guy who has excelled. And he's a very limited fighter who made it very far because he had the right people putting the right opponents in front of him. And now that he's been exposed, people are not going to pay all that kind of money to see him get beat up again. But if they put him in with Floyd, there you go. You got a big story. But I would put him in with Paulie Malingnaggi next. I'll call Paulie's agent and be like, Paulie, we need to get this done. Paulie will sell that fight in a heartbeat. Paulie, if you're watching this, get that fight done, man. So make them throw the tests on them and everything. And if Floyd don't get the fight next or whatever, they should have fought you in this fight. They blew that opportunity. That was some good money y'all could have made. Because, man, they'd have ate all that up. They would have ate it up. So I'm out. It's your boy Carcino. And, man, I know somebody's going to like, do the Paulie Malingnaggi voice. It's too early in the morning for that. Because when I do the Paulie voice, I got to be in like Paulie character. Because Paulie be energized. Well, what he got to do is, he got to approach him. He's got to use the jab. He's got to come in with behind the jab, and he's got to do a two-step.